morning to our audience. We hope you are all well in this difficult situation.
Hello, good afternoon. You are María del Mar.
Today we will talking about keeping healthy during pandemic times, in which the population is behind, severely affected. Since many situations have changed in our daily life and in this reflect in your health. Patricia, tell me use more about what is happening.
The level of the malnutrition in the general in the people, in the people is in general, and the consume is than the cooks and the pastel candies. I drink the Coca-Cola, is in general, and the pizza, hamburguesas, in the alcohol. Okay. That's the we live the errors, more worries, with the disinformation. In the general is the information, in the people, in the general, in the global. We have since we haven't been informed who we can have. Healthy life is the 5% of the population. It generally is the population does not consume and do not consume, and the is the import in the people, the consuming and the fruit and the drink water, vegetable. Okay, is there no drinks in the people? In the 60% is of the is the populations, and the has the best and the is the 18th habits.
Patricia, how many people are dying every year?
Yes, María del Mar. Obesity or the business have reached the epidemic proportion around the world. Every year, as last the 2 millions the peoples, because obesity avenging other way.
How many does malnutrition affect children, Patricia?
Exactly, María del Mar. The malnutrition is the problem that's affecting 200 million the children. The work way is the according to the Colombia, like the nationally the nutrients example the children's and the malnutrition situation surveys 5-6 and group the children. The 5 years all the surface the frost and the malnutritions in the situations and the pandemic example.
What can we do to improve the situation, Patricia?
Okay, important new is the work and the early organizations offer the recommendations for stays the early and the homeless during these the periods and the confinement. Thanks the dance stages they are during the pandemic. It's important the ticks in the home in the general, no? And the example, the one, the recommendation and the people in time the pandemic is one is the health difference IQ of the food import in the fruits, the vegetable, the two is the reduce and the salt instance, 3 and the limiting sugar intakes, and the in general is important, and the the size erosion and the big drinks water is important. In the port, in the general, in time the pandemic of the confinement is and the exercise. If is the don't drink alcohol.
Okay, Patricia, thank you. Today we have a special guest today, Mr. Samuel. Will talk to us a little bit about his delicate health situation and how we has been able to deal with in this time of the pandemic.
Good morning, people. My name is Samuel. I'm 26 years old and I am attorney at law. Right now, we can say that I'm overweight, and this ill was because of pandemics. About a year and a few months, I was at home every day. I was stuck here. All the places are closed, the gym and the public parks to work out. The situation was very hard and still hard because in a short time I was changed so much until the knees hurt.
What has been the most difficult thing for you in this type of confinement?
Basically, the fast food. With the job and studies, the time is short and it forced me to buy this kind of food because we have no time to cook. But we can work on it.
Thank you for your will witness to this interview and hope you record soon.
Thank you, María del Mar, all our viewers for advice. When you see connection, with this well and the informations. See you tomorrow and the summer with and the same channel we and the last niche. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia, for the information provided and thanks to our guest today. And we already know that we must improve our eating habits to have a healthy lifestyle. See you tomorrow in another information.